threats, this time from South Korea. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung has now stated that freezing the North Korean nuclear program is a realistically temporary measure. He has further stated that if US President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un agreed to the freezing of North Korea's nuclear arsenal, then South Korea would also accept that. The South Korean leader's proposal comes as North Korea continues to produce 15 to 20 additional nuclear weapons annually. He's also stated that as long as denuclearization is achieved, North Korea must halt nuclear and missile development in exchange for some concessions. However, this proposal has attracted sharp criticism from former People's Power Party leader Han Dong Hoon, who has called out this proposal and stated that it is like voluntarily deceiving oneself. What's interesting is that Kim Jong-un had also reacted to this earlier itself, dismissed the proposal that was being floated with regards to denuclearization, the demands that were being put forth by the United States of America. He has emphasized that North Korea will not denuclearize. Instead, it is ready to accept its current status as being placed under sanctions. Still with us on the broadcast is Dr. Bonnie Yushi. Thank you so much for staying put. At the outset, I'd like to ask, Kim Jong-un has clearly expressed readiness to engage in dialogue with Donald Trump. Do you foresee this catalyzing in the near future?
Okay, I think your question is that will the Kim and Trump dialogue catalyze anything like very soon? Not unless Washington abandons its core objectives, which it shouldn't. Kim's openness is very conditional, okay? Conditional on the U.S. dropping denuclearization while he reaffirms he will never ever trade away nukes. That's not diplomacy. That's an invitation to legitimize North Korea as a permanent nuclear state and to split the U.S. and ROK Japan front. If talks happen, if that talk happens, they must be alliance-led and standards-based. No sanctions relief, no political photo ops without a verifiable freeze on fissile material production and test moratoria and intrusive inspections and a pathway, or however phased towards rollback. Meanwhile, we strengthen extended deterrence, trilateral coordination, and missile defenses, so Pyongyang's leverage shrinks, not grows, any less reverse autocracy and nuclear coercion.
And what do you make of Pyongyang's rhetoric dismissing efforts being made by Lee Jae-myung to normalize ties?
It's classic wedge strategy. Kim brands the South a main enemy and rejects freezes or phase steps and tries to bypass Seoul to court Washington, because isolating a democratic neighbor makes the propaganda sense for hereditary dictatorship, which works for him. The right response isn't to chase Pyongyang's tantrums. It's to harden allied unity and raise the price of bad behavior. Keep coordinated sanctions enforcement, clamp down on illicit finance and, the North Korea and Russia arms channels, and pair pressure with a conditional verifiable offer. Freeze first, reductions next. Only if Pyongyang stops producing and testing. So democratic countries should normalize relations with a regime that refuses any path to denuclearization and systematically represses its people.
All right, ma'am, with that, I would like to thank you for taking our time